So that's what we're going to be doing here the rest of the show. A little segue into the future right now. Why not? Huh? Why not? A celebration of my victory. Because it doesn't matter. You pick that guy to slip and slide. Alright, there's going to be a bunch of bitching. I win. You pick her. She's going to continue the same things for a while. People are going to fight back. Doesn't matter. I win. All of it. Me. Gonna keep growing. Alright, so what do you do? Who do you vote for? If you're curious about who to vote for, what's gonna happen here? Who do I vote for? Alright, well, I'll reveal my vote now before we get into where all this is going. Voting for Cammy from the block, I don't know. I don't think so. I like her in her sort of role. But this is too much. Like, I don't think you're ready for the big boy chair. It serves no purpose for what I'm talking about right now, but I just couldn't resist. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so let's move on. So what do I do? Well, I'm gonna write in. That's what I'm doing for the election. I'm writing in, and I've decided to write in the name Kaiser Solze. Yes, I'm gonna vote for Kaiser Solze. Why am I voting for Kaiser Solze? Like, what the fuck am I doing watching this? I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I want some serious political coverage. I'm voting for Kaiser Solze. Why am I voting for Kaiser Solze? I love it that you want some serious political coverage. That's so awesome. You're taking this stuff, so that's so great. I'm voting for Kaiser Solze because, one, it's fun to say. Kaiser Solze. If you're gonna have a leader, you want to have a fun name, right? And especially if they're a dictator, like, they should sound pretty badass. And look, let's just cut to the chase. Like, this is where we're going. Dictator, all right? That's what's happening. It doesn't matter who it is. We've said goodbye to civil society a long time ago. This is where we're at. And I want a dictator with a fun name. All right? I do. Kaiser Solze is fun. It is. Solze kind of rolls off the tongue. It's sort of foreign. And then Kaiser, obviously, is very powerful. Also, I want the name Kaiser Solze as my leader because I've started another remake. Yeah, I'm really going after culture, I am. I've started another remake of a 90s film called The Usual Suspects, in which I play the verbal character.
With your short con operator. Running the...
I started shooting some of it right now. You can see a little bit.
Right. They take a statement and they cut him a deal. Well, did they charge him with anything? Yeah, weapons. Misdemeanor 2. What is that? Listen, I give the DA credit for getting that much. You understand?
Yes.
This whole thing has turned political. The mayor was here last night. The chief this morning. The governor called, okay? I'm telling you, this guy is protected from up on high by the Prince of Darkness. Take my word for it.
Well, when does he post bail?
Maybe 2 hours tops.
I want to see him.
No, Dave.
No, I got to see him, Jeffrey.
Dave, no, I
Listen, you
cannot.
got to do this for me. I came a long way for this.
Probably for the best. I don't want to contribute to global warming. What I do is I take the chance because the police officers ask me to share my narrative.
I just want to hear your story.
My story? Okay, my narrative. Sure. Okay, so anyway, one time I was in a green space and I was observing people passing by on their bicycles. And that was sort of when I had a moment where I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I identify as unsure. So about that point in time, I read a thing that offended me about blenders and how popular blenders are becoming. And I wrote an article about that, about blenders, and it got into the Evergreen State College paper.
Let's talk about the lineup.
So anyway, I identified as lesbian for a little while. And then in my remake, actually what happens is the cops get one by one get really sick of the story.
Rebel, you're not telling us everything.
Like they go kill themselves, and then Kaiser just walks out. He's like all free. Excuse me, allergies. I think, or there's some toxic maleness up in here. I can sense it, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Do you think I could get an oat milk coffee? Because they're not on board with the agenda, so they're gone. The oat milk kind of takes the edge off and sort of brings me back to my safe space.
Get your fucking coffee. Get me one too while you're at it.
Luckily, about that time, I was able to buy my first Prius. And so when I sit in that, I feel like I'm a lesbian who is in a womb giving birth to a young boy who's not sure of his identity, and everything goes all right. Plus, I get pretty good gas mileage.
I know you know something.
You are very achievement-oriented.
I'm smarter than you.
No doubt. I imagine you're very proud of your math SAT scores.
And I'm gonna find out what I want to know. And I'm gonna get it from you whether you like it or not.
You might be now a little bit more aware of why I'm picking the name Kaiser Soze for president. You all know how that movie ends, right? Verbal is Kaiser, right? I'm not a racist. Right. I'm voting for me. Because at the end of the day, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that, this is my show now. All of it. You like my hat? I've got the brain of a busted, broken beard. Now, if Slip and Slide wins, oh, it's on. It's on. I don't know. Yeah, we're just like resist. No, it's on, and that's gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be like a buffet. Right now, there's a guy named Carl in Des Moines, Iowa, who is going to Hometown Buffet because it's wing night. Like, that'll be that for me, and we'll get there. Now, if Cammie from the block wins, I don't know, based on what I've seen the kid do around the corner, she likes to go for walks with her dog, and she's not very good at math. So I think this is just going to be a slow, steady, I wouldn't even call it a walk, I would call it amble into decline and decay, much like the last few years, which means we're going to be on a straight-up gravy train up in here. Go ahead, it's okay. Bow down. Bow down right now. We're going to spend the rest of the show, which won't be that long, I don't think, just enjoying the role of master. Yeah, master. I've won. It's over. The world is not beautiful. There is nothing beautiful about what you have made. There is nothing beautiful about 2024 and this election. There is nothing beautiful about your own views toward this thing. Oh, there we go. Carjacking's up in Seattle, in case you don't know. Nothing. There's only me.